Hi, good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everybody's day is doing well. What the hell, dude? Hold on. Like, for real though. WTH. Hold on for a second. What happened? There we go. Jeez. Louise. Good morning. I'm Algo. Thanks for joining me on another Morning Watches building session. Today is Thursday, November 18th, 2021, and the market's gonna go crazy. Why do you ask? Because NVDA had blowout earnings, JD had good earnings, Baba had earnings. So we've got lots of things to go over today. Let me get my charts put up here and we will get started. Welcome if you're new to the stream. My name is Algo. I am a smart money I'm a trader, first of all, right? I am also a smart money block trade algorithm analyst. What I do is I look at charts all day, trying to find divergence between price action and the flow index algo. That flow index algo tracks large institutions, hedge funds, purchases, big boys, right? The market movers. It tracks what they do and allows us to get a move based on that. Okay, so give me a second. As far as the structure for today's stream, we're going to look at some news, we're going to look at some futures, we're going to pick some stocks, we're going to do some reviews, and we're going to find some plays that are going to rip today. I think we have a good opportunity of making a little bit of money. So with that being said, give me a few minutes. I have to get my dang chart slate opened up here. For some reason, they keep closing on me. Is this, which one is this? Seriously though? Let's see here. That looks like the same chart as this. Yep, those are the same ones. That's a good one, and I need one more. All right, give me a second. Let's see. Is it this one? Nope. It's not that one. So if you're interested in a TradingView subscription, be ready. They're going to start doing their Black Friday sale. And that's probably the best time of the year to get your TradingView subscription. They give you the yearly at 60% off. 60% off, right? So that's usually when I buy it. It usually ends up being about $260, $270 for the year instead of, $700. So give me one second. We're going to get signed into the chat and we will get going. Morning chat. All right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Terry, why did you... Oh, what message was that? Now you got me wondering. You got me wondering what you said and then removed it. What was it? I'm just kidding. All right, let's get going. All right, so chat's up. That's good. This is good. If we need to tweet something, we can. And there we go. So first and foremost, let's check in on the news and we will go from there. The news is important. Let's see, that one. And then bring that over there. Oh, you know what? I forgot to get my trend spotter. All right. Oh, looks like they're doing a Black Friday sale too. Which one's the better deal? To be honest with you, I don't know, man. I don't think I'm using Trend Spider to its full capabilities, so I can't really pick one or the other, but I like them both. I'm going to put the news over here, over her. Get the news over here. That way you guys can keep an eye on what's happening with the futures. I don't know if this small of a screen is really going to help anybody out or not, but at least they'll be there if you want to check it out. So I'm using a Mac and I've got a Windows keyboard. So if you're like, why don't you just use a shortcut? I don't know what that weird symbol is on a Mac. All right, so let's get going into news. And we're going to be quick about it because I've already gone through and kind of filtered it out. And once again, as usual, the morning stream is brought to you by Bang. Tastes like cotton candy. Has zero stuff in it. And it's the lowest sodium energy drink I found. Okay. All right. Let's go. Look. Oh, Terry, I'm just giving you a hard time. I'm sorry. Viacom announced that the Paramount Plus experienced its most successful week ever. Why? Because Yellowstone came out. Just oh my god, that show. If you haven't watched Yellowstone yet, go get your Paramount Plus and subscription. Be another of the 1 million new subscribers, right? Yeah, that show is single-handedly revived Viacom and Paramount Plus. As a matter of fact, I believe MTV came in and bought it. For the first 2 seasons, MTV didn't have anything to do with it. This most recent season, MTV, there's a lot of MTV branding, right, taking place. So, amazing show. All right, Sonos. We played Sonos before. Beat earnings by beat on earnings, beat on revenue. Missed on revenue, guided forward 22 forward guidance for 22. I got to figure out the best way to say that. Of 1.95 versus 1.86. Sees forward looking fiscal year. Yeah, fiscal year 22 adjusted 280 to 325 versus 2.7. So Sonos. Excuse me. Where's my intraday? What's going on? Let's use this one. Down here, and we'll pop on Sono. Sono is going to rip today. Ooh, what the heck? All right, well, let's see. Was that the pre-anticipatory run, earnings to consolidation? Is that what that was? So rally, dump. All right, so there may be an opportunity in Sono today. Just keep an eye on it. JD, which is one of our ADR plays that we report on every week, had better than expected earnings. Q3 revenues rose 25% to 3.4 billion versus the estimate, or 34 billion versus the estimated 33. Said annual active customer accounts increased 25%, and their operating income fell 41%. Said it swung to a Q3 loss of 2.81 billion won, which is 444 million, from a net previous of 7.656 billion the year before. All right, so an initial pop, we pulled back, we're kind of consolidating. So it looks like we've got, I don't use these charts a whole lot. I just want to make sure yeah, that's the 200. So what do? We rallied up above the 200. We came in, we pulled back, and we're currently trading a little bit below the 200, right? A little triple bottom here. So with JD has the power to move pretty quickly. All right. With that being said, JD 8650, a break of 85. So above 85, we hit 8650. Below 83, we go down to 80. Okay, that's JD for you. Cisco shares fell 6%. Yes, they did. I was super interested in Cisco. All right, but look at this. Dead cat. Can we say dead cat bounce? Let's say it all together now. Dead cat bounce. Yes, they fell 6%. Why did they? Oh, their guidance. Csiq adjusted EPS at 80 to 82 versus 82 guides your revenue growth at 5 to 7%. All right, so they came in, they lowered their guidance. Basically, what that means. So they're saying that, oh, we're gonna grow 7.5%. Oops, nope, we're only gonna grow 4.5%. right? Which is a pretty big, significant difference in billions of dollars. So keep an eye on Cisco. It looks like it's having problems with the 200 on the 2-minute. Hasn't even attempted 200 on the 5-minute yet. Okay, so NVDA blowout earnings. I was lucky enough to grab a vertical at the bell or at the close. I grabbed the what did I grab? I grabbed the 295 300 vertical at the close for what, $2. I think that's easily going to double. NVIDIA blowout earnings, more than one standard deviation. So this isn't, I think it's just officially wiped out all the implied volatility. If you're going to play NVIDIA, look for next week's contracts or try to grab something for this week. Just massive earnings. All right, massive earnings beat. $1.17 versus $1.11 in revenue. About 500 million extra. Data center revenues up 55%, gaming revenues up 42%, adjusted gross margin 67%, in line with guiding forward revenue of about 7.4 billion, which is an additional 2% over their estimated 6.86. Says that demand for NVIDIA AI is surging. Absolutely, NVIDIA may hold the market up today. All right. Perspective. I don't want you guys to think that we're taking a dump. Rally pullback, right? Failed Wu-Tang breakout on the ES. Clover Health, 17 million shares secondary, priced at 575. We looked at Clover the other day. It was at like 7, right? I said this used to be, yeah, there we go. So when we first reported on Clover the other day, it was trading at 7. They had some bad earnings, and it's just been stair-stepping its way down. I mean, down to $5. I might grab some of these for commons simply because it does have upward potential, and we'll have to see. That's my personal preference. Do your own due diligence. This might be one of those plays where I can earn some free shares. Okay. All right. Maxim Solar Technologies to supply Toller Energies with up to 400 megawatts of high-efficiency solar modules for its Danish Fields project in Texas. Projects require modules to be delivered late 22 and through Q3 23. I don't know why I grabbed this one on the news. I don't know why. I think I misread that or something like that. John Deere. We talked about this earlier in this week. So John Deere workers voted to approve a modified contract proposed by the company ending a near 6-week strike. The United Auto Workers members of Deere ratified the 6-year agreement by a vote of 61% to 39%. If I remember, it included some things like an $8,000 bonus. That's actually going to be pretty decent for Deere. It's at a value, right? See how it fell off the cliff yesterday? Dead cat bounced down to 350, right? 350 is your support level. It's currently at 358 and rising. Look for a magnet up to like 362, 360. Yeah, 362 seems pretty decent. It's above the 50. It's above VWAP. Yeah, this is pretty bullish. So we may check out Deere a little bit more today. Canadian Solar Csiq. I've never really traded this, but it's the only thing that I've heard of that's mentioning Canadian Solar. Let's see. Sees your revenues view. Let's see. Did they guide? They beat, geez, massive blowout earnings. 42 cents versus 18. I feel like I'm off. Yeah, there we go. So Csiq above 40. Right. Above 40. We'll have to look at that one a little bit more. Look at those. Look at that move pre-market. So initial earnings, profit taking for the pump it up, pump it up. All right. I think that they can go test 42. Above 42, they start it gets a little wackadoodle just because, yeah, 42 is previous highs. So the play on this would be look for the 618 pullback, find some support, and go long. Okay. Boeing is in the news again. They are upgraded to overweight from neutral at JP Morgan. They raised their price target to 275 from 266. They love that news, right? Nice little $3 pop at the pre-market pop. Currently trading at 232. I mean, they're getting close. God, these charts are a mess. I gotta fix this. I will be fixing these charts this weekend, but that's a perfect inverted head and shoulders. So I don't trade Boeing, but I've got this trend line up here at 234. Above 234, Boeing, I think we can go long on it. Actually, above 231. Let's see. See, we're all up in some previous supply zones that may have been depleted, so we just have to be careful. I think above 234, the 250 target on Boeing is definitely achievable. Not for this week. Maybe you have to go out another week. Victoria's Secret. So with the success from Lulu this week. Lulu. All right. So with, based off of Lulu's success earlier this week, I grabbed Victoria's Secret as some news just because I think it's becoming that time of year again. Nice little bounce right off of VWAP and point of control right here at the 50-50 level, right? That was consolidation. A little $5 gap up with a pullback to support. I think Victoria's Secret can hit, I'll throw some numbers on here a little bit, but basically above 60, we hit 65.70, 75.80, okay? Victoria's Secret, if you're looking for a retail play, that would probably be a good one. KHC, I can't remember if I had this one on the weekly watch list, but they announced a offering of 30 million shares, right? That's just going to take a dump. Look like that's a double bottom. I'm not super bullish on this. Whole numbers break a 35. It's going to get ugly. All right. CPRT, I've traded this one before, and right, just kind of flat, consolidating, stair stepping its way up on the daily. Right off of the rally to 3 ATRs, nice little pullback, potential move to 160. Right, they bounced yesterday. If it can get above 157, gap fill to 160, 162. Okay. Bed Bath & Beyond named as a new long in Whitney Tilson flagship newsletter. $100 target. This is a super high short float play. But the move would have been at the beginning of the month, right? I got that rally when all the meme stocks rallied. It's just been kind of... God, these charts really do suck. I got to figure this shit out. Like, this isn't my normal chart. All right, we'll get it figured out. Looks like on the daily, they're having problems with the 2370 level. That's the 200 on the daily. Above 2370. And I feel like, all right, let's see. Why are they struggle busing at that level there? What is that level that's causing them so much grief? I would think it would be down here at 2314. No, it's... 2371 is support. Above 2371, throw a fib on it. It'll get woody. BJ wholesale. So this is a Costco Simply play. They had adjusted gross earnings of 91 cents versus 80. Q3 revenues 4.26 versus 3.29 or 92 billion. Q3 comparable club sales, excluding gas, increased by 5.7%, reflecting two-year stack composition of 24.2%. Authorizes a 500 million share buyback. I'm going to look into a little bit more what that share buyback does, but look at this. I mean, we're all the way down to the 50. They closed below the 50 once, but this is a good reversal point right here. I would say above 60, right? Which we are. Actually, let's see. 61.25 is what I have for support. 62 is another good number. Above 62. I mean, there's an opportunity to move to new all-time highs based off of that news. Overnight, there's a $2.50 gap up, so just be aware of that. BJ is very similar to Costco. Alibaba. Alibaba. Look at this rip. Right? Rippers down to the downside. Okay, so Baba Q2 revenues rose 29% to 31 billion versus 32, right? So they missed on their revenues. Revises the fiscal year 22 revenue view to grow 20 to 23% year over year, and right, they revised that. Annual active customers of Alibaba ecosystems across the world reached approximately 1.24 billion for 12 months ending September 30. So I mean, what kind of BS is that, right? They revised their revenue view to grow 20 to 23% versus what? What was it? Was it 30 to 35? I wish I could get a little bit more information on that. So Baba, if Baba can hold 150, 148, I think that that's what it's going to need to finally, well, shit, this is pretty ugly. God, this is on discount still. Let's see, me 5 years in the future is, am I telling myself, oh, I should have bought Baba when it was half price? I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. I'll have to look into it more, but all I know is that prior to our newest president, Baba shares were ripping. Currently, they're dipping. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but there's definitely some China tension going on there. Getting cold. So I live in Arizona, and it's getting cold. It's like 60 degrees. Freezing. All right, getting into the news. All right. China's Oil Reserve Office is working on a release of crude oil reserves. I also heard something about certain lawmakers or certain congressmen trying to enact an 1800s obscure law called NOPEC. That's what it means, no OPEC. The No Oil Production Cartel Act or something like that, right? Basically it's trying to bust apart OPEC. So do I have time? No, I don't have time. Maybe I'll go into it if I have time later, but Google NOPEC and see what it says, right? European Parliament main political parties agree to a deal that would apply to companies with a market capitalization of at least 80 billion euros versus 91 and offering at least one internet service such as an online search. This would give them a wider range of companies to regulate underneath the UA's planned Digital Markets Act, right? DMA. That's sketchy AF, because basically what that says is that the government is providing you internet. It's just like internet at work, right? If you have an employer and you're at work on their computers using their internet, they have the right to look at what you're doing. Sketchy. I hate that shit. Free internet should be free. All right. Fed's Evans says he's looking at for inflation pressure to fade and be watching them well into the middle of the year. Wouldn't be surprised if unemployment rate is 4.5% by the end of the year. Gas prices are hitting household budgets and are an economic headwind. But on the other hand, stocks are high and financial conditions are good. It'll take till middle of next year to complete bond taper. And at that point, we'll be thinking about raising rates. Optimistic about a vibrant labor market into next year. Was expecting more resilient supply chain than what we've seen so far. So they've started tapering, right? Dude, literally, they've started tapering, and nobody's even noticed it. The market's stronger than ever. There's more inflation fears are coming up. But goddamn, BNTX is massive. All right, White House has asked some of the globe's biggest oil-consuming nations to consider releasing some of their crude reserves in an attempt to lower prices, stimulate economic recovery. Recent weeks, Biden and his top aides have brought up issues with allies, including Japan, South Korea, India, as well as China. NOPEC. Hashtag NOPEC. No, what's it called? Oh, I can't believe there's a company called NOPEC. Dude, what's up, Googs? What the hell am I waiting on advertising services? NOPEC law. What it is? NOPEC would provide the Department of Justice with an effective tool to ensure United States consumers are no longer beholden to artificially inflated gas prices. This legislation would authorize the Department of Justice to sue oil-producing cartel members for antitrust violations. NOPEC. Boom. And I'm not BSing about it. It's kind of sketchy. All right. I'm going to move a little bit faster through the rest of these. Earnings today. WD, Workday, PanW, INTU, AMAT, Applied Materials. That should be super interesting. Before the bell, Wolf, BJ, when we just heard about BJ. That's about it. So as far as earnings, I'm interested in after the close today, Thursday going into Friday, Applied Materials, Workday, and PanW maybe. I'm not really seeing anything that's going to affect too much of the market. We have shit, dude. So in 30 minutes, we've got jobless claims coming out and leading index for October at 10:30. So these three right here are going to affect the market. Hopefully we get a pullback before that happens so we can get a rip in the rest of the day. Okay, moderately busy day of economic data with the weekly jobless claims, Philly manufacturing, and leading index expected. It's been a mixed week thus far as far as stocks, with tech leading the way with consumer discretionary. Transports and small caps have been lame, right? Yeah. Asian index, the Nikkei index slipped. Oh, I know when they slip. 0.3%. Shanghai fell 0.47. Hang Seng plunged 330 points. That's sketchy AF right there. That's a big deal. So according to world markets, they took a dip. Do we follow the lead? We might, unless we have some massive unemployment numbers coming out. All right, if we just have like a massive, like, oh, they're down 13% or some shit like that, right? We just gotta be, I gotta quit swearing. I forgot you guys probably have this on the kids in the house. My bad. I'll work on it. Won't happen again. Okay. All right. I forgot to think about that. So again, crude's going to move the market. All right. So looking like a strong start for U.S. equity markets with futures rising across the board. Now, look at this. Okay. This is like a crystal ball, right? Crystal ball. All right. So that was the news. It took way longer than I thought. I've got to figure out a way to get that pared down a little bit slower. Let's hop into some futures real quick, and then I'll start taking some requests. All right, as far as my charts are concerned here with TradingView, we want the top row to be up and the bottom row to be down. It's as simple as that. Okay. As far as inverse goes, this is the bonds. This is TLT. TLT is a little snitch, right? It'll tell you what's happening. If TLT, look at that, Head and Shoulders. Oh God, I should have shorted from there. Bam. So if bonds are down, the market will rally, right? Typically, rule of thumb, if the bonds are down, money's flowing into stocks. If gold is up, money's flowing out of stocks or out of crypto, right? I've got a little tinfoil hat theory about that. IonQ, Chris, I don't even know, man. Oh, why didn't we get that earlier? They were screaming that in the room too. My bad. All right, sidetrack. So I have a tinfoil hat theory that if gold is rallying, that crypto is. I should throw a crypto chart on here. Do I have room? I do. 1, 2. Ooh, where do I want to put it? That's right. Let's do that. All right, I'll adjust this chart. I'll get some crypto on here. The tinfoil hat theory is that if money is flowing out of gold into crypto, if I had, let's say $1 million that I needed to put someplace, I'm not just going to leave it in a bank because it's only going to earn like 3%, right? I can throw it in some crypto places and earn 8 to 9% on just interest on my crypto holdings, right? Gold is another solid commodity. I believe metals are going to have a good solid run next year, but not right now. As I spoke, money's flowing out of gold, probably into crypto. But let's go ahead and get started. ES, NQ, YM, and Russell. Okay, ES is kind of making a move today. I should probably redraw these fib lines because I don't think they're, well, shit, dude, it hit the 1618, pulled back to the 1414, or the one, yeah, I don't know, man. It looks like this is a 5-minute chart, by the way. These are, why am I on 5-minute? That should be 2-minute chart. My bad, my bad. I don't like this little double top here. If we get another one of these rally up to 4,700 and then pull back, I'm gonna short the shit. I'm gonna short it below 4,700. Stop myself. Okay. NQ, kind of the same thing, right? Massive increase, massive rally at the pre-market open. That's a pretty big move there. Chopping back and forth, higher highs and higher lows. Pull back. God, that's ugly. I wouldn't even know what to make of this, but I'm not liking it. It definitely ran up and hit my fib level, right? I mean, there's their levels. Do we chop back and forth in that triangle all day? There's that another massive bull flag. NQ is so hard to predict. So Tesla and NVDA should move this market today. ES just made a lower low, right? So it rallied up, made a low, failed to make a higher high, and it did make a lower low. So what that's telling me is that, do I have a channel? I swear one of these was a channel tool. I'll have to look and see if I can find that channel tool. But this is what this one's looking like here. Oh, come on, dude. Did it make a lower low? It did. Yeah, it made a slightly lower low. That's a very choppy market. Chop, chop. The YM, right? This is the Dow. I don't like that M shape. It's kind of scary. And then the Russell, which, I mean, talk about failed potential, right? This is what my college baseball coach was telling me when I started down the wrong path. Had a rough childhood. Yeah. 2372 break, then we flush hard on small caps. Gold is pulling back like we'd like to see. However, crude is rising. We would like crude to do a little bit better of job. I mean, we want crude down if we want gas prices down, but it's on its way back up. It's still lower than it was a couple weeks ago, coming in about 77.50. A couple weeks ago, it was looking to hit 90. And then bonds. So as bonds continue to sell off, we should see an increase in the ES. The yen is the won, right? This is the Japanese dollar. Look for this overhead resistance to hold, right? And continue to put downward pressure on. Seriously, though, come on. Right, so look for that overhead pressure at the open to continue to sell off, right? As far as the move today, ES is going to struggle bus above 4,700. Right, we'd like to see this stair step. I don't know if we're going to see it or not, but we'd like to see this kind of a little recovery here. Right, like to see that kind of a move. Hopefully we see it. If not, then it could be getting ugly. Ooh, NQ just busted my pattern. Oh, wait, no, it didn't. I mean, that's still pretty legit. That's a bull flag. I'll redraw my fibs today so they're a little bit more accurate, okay? All right, let's get into it. All right, so what you see in front of you is the smart money, dark pool, and block trade algorithm software provided by FlowTrade. Okay, my chart setup is like this. We have, good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, morning, Anthony, morning, Terry. Where's Laz? Y'all have to give Laz a hard time when if he's not here. He said that he would be here in the morning. Like, I'm really seriously considering doing a joint broadcast with Laz if he would show up. Man, little slacker. I might have to. Anyway, I don't want to do this. Let me see. Let me do this. Let me set up my charts because I'd like to be able to quickly look at a chart. Let's do this. Let's move this guy here, here, here. All right, that way everybody, y'all can see what's going on and you're not dependent upon me. Okay, as far as my chart layouts are concerned, let's use this blink one down. I gotta. Well, thanks for showing up, Laz. We appreciate it. Anyway, this is a smart money dark pool and block trade algorithm software. The white bars are price action. Purple line is the regular algorithm. Okay, that algorithm consists of the flow index, which tracks large institutions, hedge funds, multi-million-dollar purchases. It's not necessarily a retail indicator. That is predictive indicator. It's not a lagging indicator, which means it's going to show us what smart money is doing before the market reacts. We look for divergence. We look for the price action to be down and the algo to be up because that divergence will play out and price will follow the algorithm, not the other way around. Okay. Markup, when I mark up my chart, the red lines are regular block trades, blue lines are dark pool block trades, white lines are a good time for all. If you're in Miami, I'm gonna have to go visit Laz in Miami one day. No, but a white line is where a regular and a dark pool level have printed so close to each other that I can't draw two separate lines. Those are major areas of support, resistance, and inflection. I may consider this, this 4180, 4199 level here on plug. That could potentially be considered a white line level just because of the amount of support that it brings. Okay, so with that being said, let's get the requests in and out. I'm going to go ahead and just confirm what we're going to be looking at today. And now it's the time to get them in if you haven't already. So we're going to look at Tesla, the Tesseract. I call Tesla the Tesseract because that's what it is. It's the Tesseract, right? Good morning. Good morning. AMD, IonQ, Chris, man, my bad. I totally ignored this stock. We should have been. It's kind of like a lucid one where somebody was screaming at it, screaming at the top of their lungs to check it out, and I just totally whipped on it. My bad. ASML, ooh, good stocks. Good stocks. Qualcomm. I don't know if Qualcomm can maintain that level. LRCX, yes. What was that Meta one? MTTK? Is that what it was, Laz? Anthony. You're streaming. Anthony, you're streaming on South Beach? You have a stream? Look it up. Let's get together. Like, dude, I'm all about group wins. You know what I mean? Listen, Laz and Anthony, if you two get together without me, I'm going to be pissed. Oh, I'll be so mad. No, I'll be jealous. I won't be mad. I'll be jealous. All right, so Tesla, AMD, IonQ, MMTR. Thank you. I looked like an idiot the other day yelling MTTK to the group Matterport. I can't deal with their name though. Every time I read the name Matterport, I think of the blue collar comedy tour. It's Mater, right? Mater. All right, so right on. I thought you were streaming. I was like, bro, man, I want to go. I was gonna say someplace warm. I forgot I live in Arizona. All right, let's get going. Sorry, nobody wants to look at a firm. All right, I'll look at a firm. How about that? I'll look at a firm. I want to look at ABNB, Twilio, Roblox, Blink, and JD, right? Baidu, Baba. You guys don't want to look at any of these Chinese ADRs. That's what we're going to look at real quick. Ah, geez, I got to run through these. Fuck, dude, why am I so slow these days? I thought I used to get through a lot more. What's going on? What am I taking too much time on? The news? Probably. Probably too much time on the news. Probably too much time on the news. All right, the Tesseract. What's going on with Tesseract? So the Tesla Algo is pulling back into support. Look at this move it did here, where it rallied, it pulled back to support, and then it launched off of consolidation. Overall, I need to see what the Algo does when it hits this dark pool level right here at 1184.58. All right, if the Algo bounces off of any of these little dark pool support levels there, I think that it can continue on to move to the upside. Currently, price action is uptrending, a little bit of a wedge breakout. We do have a regular block trade resistance coming in at 1102, right? I think I said the other day 1102 was the target when we were down here. Nailed it. Above 1102, we get gappy, like to 1150, right? And then 1175. We have white line support, 1046. All right. So 1050 support. I liked with Tesla. I like to round up to whole numbers, in dollar in shit. What am I going to say? In $5 increments, right? 1090 is dark pool support. Well, 1089.01 is dark pool support for you purists out there, and 1033. Don't think we're going to come back and hit these levels here. 1090 and 1073.96. Those are my two dark pool support levels. Above 1102, we get chunky up to 1162, 1173. The algorithm does have to bounce off these levels though. So if it breaks through and fails to maintain its upward trendline support that it's doing right now, right? It's subtle, but it's there. You see this little channel, right? Look for the bounce off of this level here. If the algo bounces there, I think that it can yank price action up with it up to about this level. Okay, that was Tesla. AMD just stair stepping its way up. The algo is trading with price action. I don't know if this is a head and shoulders that we need to be aware of. For anybody that doesn't know what a head and shoulders is, let me just illustrate it for you real quickly with this little drawing here. Get this sucker over here. God, why am I being so slow today? All right, so we have a shoulder, right, a head, and another shoulder. So if that happens, we want to short below there, right? However, the algo is doing its job. Look for kind of a little wedge breakout down. So, all right, I gotta mark this up on a regular chart. Don't save. Okay, so as far as block trades are concerned with the algorithm or with AMD, AMD, did it make a new high overnight? I think it might have. AMD made a new all-time high pre-market. So now we got to draw support. 154 on the nose is your support, new support, right? Regular block trade support. 152.20. There, hold on. I mean, we have a bunch of clusters down here. I don't think they're going to matter though. All right, I'm getting ahead of myself. 151.34 was our springboard level, right? That was a dark pool level that we launched off of. I'm going to go ahead and consider this a white line area. 152.25 or 152.20, 152.50. I think that's pretty significant support. You know, look at this uptrending support we've got here, right? If the algo can continue to make, right, the algo is pretty bullish. The algo can continue to make higher highs and higher lows. I think AMD can use 154 as support. Failed head and shoulders, right? So we don't even need to worry about that. Take your fib levels, draw a level using 154 as the base to look for potential extension. So AMD should rally and rip roar and run today. OPNQ is not IONQ, which is what the request was for. Yeah, I'm sorry. I totally ignored this. And that's my bad. My bad. All on that one. Price action is trading with the algorithm. Pretty strong uptrend. Look how the algo ripped all the way back down here to support and is pretty much net buying. Look for the algo to take out that level and create a new base. We have white line base support at 26.30 or 26.29 as far as dark pool and regular block trades are concerned. I mean, this is a pretty strong stock. 1, 2, 3, 4, ABC. It could be on its new Elliott wave, so I see it's bullish in the future as long as the algo can take out its previous high. Okay, ASML trading with price action, rejected, pulling back. All right, ASML. God, why is that stock so familiar? Looks pretty exhausted, to be honest with you. The algorithm breakout, higher highs, higher lows. So just, I don't like this. I don't know if it's going to do one of these. I don't know if it's going to keep pulling back, but it looks like it broke. Let's see what we got going on here. So we broke our trendline support and we're consolidating right now as far as price action is concerned. Looks like it's trying to form a little bit of a base right here. So if we bounce off of that, I don't know, it might come back down and test there. ASML, the algo is currently pointing down, but overall it's in an uptrend. Is this a pullback to support for continuation move to the upside? We'll have to keep an eye on it. It's just too fresh and it's moving too close with it to really give you a definitive answer. So I apologize on that. We'll have to come back and check it in a day or so. Qualcomm, LRCX, MTTR, AFRM. I'm telling you, a firm, dude. Right, and firm's gonna, yeah. Qualcomm. So, the algo. What is it doing? Is it doing one of these moves? Yeah, we're gonna keep an eye on it. Let's mark it up. All right, here we go. Rising wedge on the algo. Look for it to the algorithm to pull back to here for support. As far as regular block trades and dark pools go, 180.60. Seriously though? 180.60 is your regular block trade support. We have, I don't think we're gonna, I think that the new base is up here at the 180 level. Okay, we've got a white line at 180, 181. I think that's your new support level, 18181, and then a dark pool resistance at 183.54. Right. So, I mean, it's pretty simple to see move there. If we break 180.60, we come and back test, you know, the 175 level. If the algo bounces, it's done this move before and it's created a new high. Look for that breakout, right? Look for the wedge breakout for continuation to the upside. 180, 181 is the support level. LRCX, Lam Research. This is bearish divergence. It's pretty significant, right? As you can see, the algos have been stair-stepping down, right? It rejected its overhead resistance. If it comes back down here, it could pull price down with it. Price action has been pretty much steady uptrending, right? Ooh, that's real close to broken support. Nope. Look for the wedge breakout right off support. We have a regular block trade at 609.07. I don't really think that's going to affect anything. I feel like we've got a lot of support going upwards. Kind of a little wedge breakout that we're looking for on LRCX. If it breaks below previous lows, right, if it takes these levels out, then I think we come back down here and test this 609 level, okay? MTTR. The algo is failed. I mean, all right, let's check this. Let me just throw our block levels on there first, and then I'll explain what I think is happening, okay? So MTTR 2611, regular block trade level, 2860 dark pool level, okay? So this dark pool is currently acting as a base. The algorithm is having kind of some struggles, right? So the algo has failed to make a new high while continuing, right? A little sloping channel. See that angle of descent there, right? All right, so does the algo break up and above and continue to pull price action up with it? Or does it break down and come and test this lower trend line here, right? Taking out this low, which I think would be enough to pull price action down through this dark pool level at 2860 down to 2611, okay? Contrarian, right? The algo breaks up and above and starts making new highs. I think that that could be the catalyst needed to continue to allow this little bit of a wedge, right? You see a little wedge breakout that we're looking to have happen. Affirm. What am I doing on time? I gotta get moving, dude. I gotta figure out a new strategy for the stream. I think it's just taking too long to get to this, which is what everybody's really here for. All right, so look at this. Relatively new bullish divergence, right? And I say relatively new because it just occurred within the last day or so. All right, we got a little bit of a... I don't even want to draw a wedge on that. So we rallied. We're pulling back to 150.62 is regular block support. That's our base. If we bounce off of that, if we can take out some of these previous highs, right there, right? That's a pretty significant level, as you can see, right? Price has interacted with that level quite a bit. That's the 160-ish level. So 150 to 160 move on a firm potential setting up. The algo is bullish, super bullish as a matter of fact, okay? All right, that was it. Come on. Airbnb, Twilio, Roblox, Blink. All right, Twilio, oh, such a disappointment yesterday. Just such a disappointment. 310 dark pool. I think that was a sell print because, or I'll have to look at that, but it was rallying and it pulled back. This is Twilio that I'm marking up over here. So dark pool level right at 310.75. That's going to be the overhead target if we can get there. See how we broke trendline support? We created a new one. The algo is definitely taking profit at this point. So I think we may get one more rally to 310. If we break this trendline support, things are going to get pretty ugly. We're going to take out some of these lows right here. Okay, so stair step down to 295. If we maintain support, we can rally up to the 310, 315 level. Not expecting too much more than that. Airbnb, this is just kind of a curving fade, right? We do have white line level that's going to provide the algorithm some support, and that's coming in right here at 191.61. right? That's a regular and a dark pool print at that level. Let's see. Like that trend line support line it's pretty decent. Look for a continued small pullback on Airbnb before it bounces. The algo breaks this level and starts coming down. It's going to pull price action all the way down to that 191 level, taking a stop at 193.50 for a dark pool fill. And then 206 is your dark pool upside. Regular block trade support and resistance on the way down. 201.44 on the way back up. It's going to be a problem. 205 is going to be the target on our way down to 193. So like I said, if we can continue, if the algo continues to sell off, it should pull Airbnb back down with it, down to the 193 level. Twilio, Roblox. So Roblox has just been stair-stepping its way up. The algorithm is currently consolidating right now. That's a consolidation algo. Looks like we've got dual block trades at 117.35. Look for the algo to use that as support. So 117 to 120, see how the algo is just consolidating in there. Look for that level to break and yank price action up with it. 124 is current. Dude, I whiffed that one pretty bad. 124 is current support, and 125 is where we close. So that's a pretty key significant level for Roblox psychologically. But it's pretty strong. Like, it looks pretty strong here. All right. I got 2 minutes and I got to roll. What the? Come on, dude. Seriously. Slacker. So the algo's consolidating, price action's consolidating. It may just need to take a breather for this week. It's so frustrating. I click buttons and so we got consolidation happening on both fronts. I don't think we're going to test this 110 level anytime soon. Okay. Blink. Like I've been screaming blink for all week. Hopefully you got a little piece of it. I think that we see a continuation move to the upside. However, it's starting to look a little exhausted. The algo's pulling back, right? Pulling back to support. Strong uptrending stock. Regular block trade 43.45. I think the algo may come down and test that, but it's pretty strong, right? Pretty strong stock. Look for the algo to bounce off of this level here. So if the algo bounces, what the hell, dude? Seriously though. Guess I can't draw a circle. If the algo bounces off that level and continues up, it should pull price action up with it. All right, last one. Then I got to run. I got to take my daughter to school. JD, Baidu, and Baba. Shit, let's do Pinduoduo while we're at it. Okay. All right, so JD had blowout earnings. The algo is stair-stepping its way up. It's making higher highs and higher lows. 86.08, 85.73. That's your dark bull range, right? That's your range here. The upside, 84.44 is your initial target. We have regular block trade cluster from 83.76 to 84. Right below that, we have 81.69 as support. I think JD should make a nice continuation move to the upside today. I'm going to go ahead and target the 85 level if the earnings level holds, right? So the algo does need to bounce off this level though, right? Okay. Baidu, Baidu, the algo selling off. Dead cow bounce potential 161.63, 161.60 or 161, 161.42, 161.63. That's your support level. We have an overhead target at 167.25. That's a regular target. The algo is interacting with this dark pool at 164, right? The algo is selling off though, so I would anticipate a continued move to the downside, possibly all the way down here to previous lows, right? All right, Bab, it's supposed to be Baba. I gotta run. All right, I'm gonna just throw Baba up here. Pinduoduo, as you can see, right? It's selling off. Baba selling off. Like I said, I think we've got 158
one more time in Baba's future before we actually find a nice recovery point. Okay, overhead targets at 166, 168. Here's your targets. We've got 167.11 is another regular block trade. Got dark pool levels at 166, 54, and 86 respectively, and 161.58. Current support. If that level breaks, I haven't even checked pre-market. That's your dark pool support and resistance. On the way back up, it's going to hit that and have a problem. Okay, got to run. Thanks for joining me. Once again, my name is Dark Pool Algo. I will see you all in a couple of hours. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section below. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn on the bell notification. Really does help me out with the